Well, I just got finished out here at the range working with a whole family, a family that's getting ready to all carry concealed handguns with them. I was encouraged that these people want to responsibly learn how to handle guns. They want to learn how to be competent with those guns, and they want to learn how to defend themselves and others with handguns. I have people tell me quite often, come up to me and they'll talk to me about guns. They're not necessarily opposed to anybody having guns or gun ownership or even people carrying guns, but they'll say to me, you know, Mark, I don't think I need to carry a gun. And somehow in their mind they have conjured up some kind of scenario in which they go through life like everybody else does and never have anybody confront them that might seek to do them harm or to do their family harm. You see, if you were talking to me right now and you said, you know, Mark, I don't think I need to carry a gun. Well, talking to me right this minute, if you were standing here with me, you'd be right. You wouldn't need to carry one right here. I'm at a gun range with a lot of law-abiding gun owners around, and I'm standing here with you, and I'd be standing here with you, and you'd tell me that, and I'd say, well, okay, and you'd be right. If you're at home sitting in your recliner with your family around you, and you're safe, and your doors are locked, you may say, I don't need to have a gun on me. I don't need to carry a gun. I don't need a gun within reach. You may not. Here's the reality. Nobody ever needs a gun until they do. You see, what we've seen so much of over the last few decades, and the mounting number of mass shootings, people walking in and just randomly, indiscriminately shooting people, or just people going in and with some kind of vendetta against somebody specific, and they start shooting without any regard for anybody else being around, or they just decide to commit some kind of criminal act without regard for whether or not they may have to shoot somebody or not. Nobody ever needs a gun until they're confronted with that. Me, I may go the rest of my life and never need a gun. But here's the reality. If I ever need one, is when I'll need it. And if you ever need one, is when you'll need it. It means when you're confronted by one of these monsters that walks in somewhere and just indiscriminately kills, and it can happen to anybody, anywhere. It can happen to you sitting in the safety, or what you perceive to be the safety of your church. In fact, it's statistically likely now. It could be in a mall, it could be at Walmart, it could be at a concert, it could be at a park, it could be anywhere where there are crowds of people. Somebody can walk in with some maniacal idea that they're going to kill people for whatever reason. And up to that point, you could have said, I don't need a gun. But at that point, you'd hardly be able to rationally say, I don't need to carry a gun. Because you never need one until you need one. What I want to encourage you today, don't sit around and think about what you'd have to do to learn to use it. You can do what this family did this morning. Get with somebody, get with an experienced shooter. Get out and learn to use that gun. Practice with it at home, loading magazines and handling the gun in a safe environment with the gun checked and no ammunition around, working that gun and learning how to use it. Anybody can do it. And if you ever need that gun, you will be thankful that you have it with you. For those that have said all along, I don't need a gun, and have been caught in these scenarios where mass shooters show up, you can bet they wish to God that they were carrying a gun that they said they didn't need. Get your gun, figure out which one's right for you, learn to use it, get competent with it, carry it, and stay safe. Because you won't need that gun until you do. And when you do, you'll be glad you got it.